Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
So I guess you guys don't have families either. That's cool. Yeah, that's why I'm here, man. I was supposed to go visit my family are Jehovah's Witnesses, so like I don't really have, but I also was supposed to visit my grandma. Never mind. I was supposed to visit my girlfriend's family this Christmas, but I didn't want to. I was afraid to meet them, so I self-sabotaged me getting to the rental car on time, and then I lied to my girlfriend. So anyway, I love her very much. I do love her. I just don't want to meet her family yet, you know, like because I'm afraid of their judgment of me. But like I love my girlfriend. Like, how much did anyone here have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
All right, It also explains why you're here on Christmas. All right, that makes sense. At least I have a girlfriend that I miss Christmas for. But all right. But anyway, I love my girlfriend a whole lot. Some guys love their girlfriends and they admit it. But I know, like I have a logical. I have like the logic, like I have the reality side of my brain, right? And then I have the fantasy side of my brain. And like the fantasy side of my brain, like thinks like it's like, yeah, if my girlfriend was ever murdered, you know, like by the crime of Minneapolis, because it's getting fucking bad out here. But if my girlfriend was murdered, you know, like in cold blood by just like, you know, the worst thing that you can ever imagine happening to your girlfriend, you know? All those words and stuff. All 5 guys at the same time doing that to your girlfriend, and now you have to seek vengeance, you know? That's why, like, I think, like, if my girlfriend was murdered, I think I would become Batman, you know? That's my immediate thought, is that I would start eating protein every day and doing push-ups consistently. I do so much now. And I'd start like powerlifting and become a detective and search for her killer from her unsolved murder, you know? But the reality side of my brain knows that if my girlfriend got cancer, I wouldn't become a doctor, you know? Because I know I'm still like a fucking idiot, right? You know, like I'm still not going to medical school. You know, like I might do one of those marathons before she dies, but after she dies, I'm not doing any of those fucking marathons. That's for you and your loved ones. I'm not fucking helping that shit out, you know? I'm not running for... No, if my girlfriend got cancer, not only would I not become a doctor, I would still keep doing comedy. I'd still come out and I'd just be like, well, my girlfriend died, that's been hard. You know, that's all, that would be my material for months. But no, like, what's funny too is even with the fantasy side of my brain where I'm like, I would become Batman. A reality part of my brain knows that I would become Batman, but I'd still be poor. So it's not like I would be what Batman can fully be. I would just be a guy beating up thugs on the street and doing and getting my ass kicked about half the time. You know, I would have a utility belt, but it would only have like 3 things, right? Like it would just be like a hammer, and then like a 48-inch steel cable, and then just like a bunch of fucking Advil and maybe some PCP. You know, like I would very much, I'd be a very dirty Batman. But there's something about even being a poor Batman that like. I don't know what it is, but fellas, come with me on this. If your girlfriend gets murdered, I think society kind of allows you to go a little bit crazy, you know? Like a little bit, like, you know, if you just saw me like just fucking in an alley just bludgeoning a guy in the fucking face and I was just, you know, I am the consequences, you know, like if I was doing that shit, you know, like, oh, you know, like fully raged out, just beating his fucking face in, you know? And then a guy came by and he was like, oh, what's going on here? And I'd be like, oh, this guy murdered my girlfriend. He'd just be like, oh, okay. Yeah. All right, you can keep, yeah, all right, keep doing that. That's a perfectly reasonable way to react to someone murdering your girlfriend. And honestly, that guy would be like, I actually feel safer knowing that guy is beating the shit out of that guy and that his girlfriend is dead so that I can't murder her, you know? And that's the risk. What happens to guys that murder his girlfriend. But no, I would do things. I would do Batman things. I would also a little bit adopt the fantasy in like ways where I'd be kind of excited too. Like I would perch on ledges, like I did in high school. Like I'd do that a lot. But yeah, I think one of my problems is I'm very trusting. Like I'm a very trusting guy. Like I'm too trusting. Like I'm so trusting. Like when I get betrayed by a close friend, I trust them again. That's how fucking trusting I am. I'm so trusting. Like I'll trust stupid things. Like I'll trust things like today's gonna be a good day, or everything's gonna be okay, or this is gonna be my year. I'll trust stupid fucking shit like that, even though previous evidence proves the opposite. Anyway, what else we got going on? But what else? Bullies, millennials, reality. Might do one of those marches. What is the fucking thing? Why can't you ever find the fucking shit that you just want to fucking do that's gonna be fucking funny, It's like, yeah, fucking shit. Anyway. Oh yeah, it's about murder. This is about a longer bit about murder. But you know they say like you guys ever hear this? They say that a man's biggest fear is having a woman laugh at him, right? That's a man's biggest fear, which really isn't happening right now. So that's kind of fucking. Not even my fear is happening right now. That's fucking great. But a woman's biggest fear, believe it or not, is getting murdered by a man. That's It's kind of a big gap in fears, personally. I think that's a pretty large gap in fears. Also, I disagree with that because I also am afraid of getting murdered by anyone. So it's not really like fucking, dog with a gun or whatever. I don't care who kills me. I don't really, that part to me doesn't matter. The murder part, the taking away my life before I'm ready, that's what I'm really afraid of. I don't give a fuck if a woman doesn't laugh at this shit. It means she's a dumb fucking idiot. That's fucking her problem. But I will say, technically, because of they/them pronouns, the murder rate of women has actually gone down. So that's fucking good to know, right? All right. Anyway, good night. Woo!